Hey y'all, welcome back to Surgeon of Steel Budgets. My name is Sarah, and today we're going to do January week 2 of budget and cash stuffing. So, let's get it. Alright, how's it going, guys? How's your week been? This weather where we're at has not been favorable for anything, but let's just start off with what's kind of left over in my wallet. I'll take this change out. I wish this was my leftover. No, that's just my moving expense envelope because, surprise, surprise, because of the weather. I mean, we had like, I want to say over a foot of snow the day I was supposed to have the movers move. So that obviously did not happen. So I still have all my moving expense money. It's postponed, I think, till Monday. But like the temperature, the high is only supposed to be like -4 or something on Monday. I can't quite remember, but it's not favorable in any way, shape, or form. So we might just have to postpone it further until it's, decent weather. I don't want the poor guys to be moving stuff in negative temperatures, so I'm going to talk with the guy and see what he thinks. But yeah, so I still have, none of my stuff has moved. But anyways, enough rambling. We're just going to put the change in the change jar and be loud about it, apparently. Alrighty. Wow, I am just on the struggle bus today. Don't pick it up by the lid, Sarah, apparently. Yeah, but get on there. Get right with the world. Get it. Finally, wow. Lord have mercy. Anyways, this is the leftover $5 from my spending, and the thing that I'm doing this year is whatever's left over from spending in grocery every week goes into my me money, and after the month, if there's anything left over from intake and exhaust and household, it goes into my household envelope. But since we're still in the middle of the month, that's not going to get taken out and put over yet. But so we'll put this here, and we'll go through my budget. Shoo. The only bills I have for this paycheck, this came out early, so I wrote down the day that it will now be coming out. But yeah, that'll be reflected in February's calendar. But anyway, so YouTube Premium already came out. So the only bills I have this week, are my renter's insurance, my Jeep payment, and my gym membership. I thought I had to pay a last little bit of internet, but I guess I do not. So that is a bonus. This was at my apartment. I don't have to pay for that at the house. But yeah, so and that doesn't come out till my next payday anyways, so I'm not counting that. So it's just these three. So we will flip to the budget of this week. Yeah, paycheck 2. So I had $34 in bills this week. Ended up being $33.17 essentially. G payment, that putting $140 in my wallet in each envelope, not in each, but amongst the 4 envelopes, $140 goes in there. I already got fuel, put $20 in. It is not fun to pump fuel when it's literally 1 degree outside without the wind chill. With the wind chill, it's like -15. I should have worn a jacket or gloves, but did I? Absolutely not. Because when I left the house to go to the bank to get the money, I had no intentions of getting fuel, but I'm like, oh, I'm already out and about. I'll just go get fuel while I'm at it. No, Sarah, be prepared when you go out. Be prepared. Anyway, so I already did fuel. My long-term sinking funds are getting $450 technically, because we had a situation that we'll get into in a little bit. Short term's getting $190. I was going to put some in my monthly bills, but the situation took all of the rest of my monies. $1,000 challenge is getting 10, birthdays and holidays is getting 25, and my mini squirrel fund binder is getting 45. So we will go back into kind of what I spent last week, so my weekly check-in. I've realized when I do my February one that I'm going to have 2 pages of expense tracking, because this is only to the 9th, because I haven't spent anything. Yeah, I haven't spent anything since the 9th. But I'm supposed to put, like, the rest of the month of spending over here. Like, that's not going to happen. So in February, I'm going to do 2 sheets for expense tracking. You live and you learn. But so spending, I only spent 25, but I am putting down that I spent 30, just because then it's going into a different envelope instead of sticking around. So I'll have 90 remaining for the week, or for the month. I spent all 75 in groceries, so I have 225 left over for the month. Intake and exhaust, didn't spend anything. Household, didn't spend anything. Those of you that are new, my intake and exhaust is my cat's wet food and litter. I guess her wet food, dry food, and litter, but my cat's food and litter, intake and exhaust. Funny pun. Anyways, I did go over a little bit on fuel, because we did go to the ranch. It was a fantastic time, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But we still have that remaining for the month, which is totally fine. So in this one, we will write down the totals of what I spent this week once this week ends. But yeah, so did that. I don't think anything else in here. I did write down my debt tracker and stuff like that. The crappy thing about all these student loans is that they have so much interest on them right now for like being deferred and stuff or whatever. I guess there wasn't interest going on that, like during the COVID stuff, whatever. But previous interest of not paying, because I was on income driven. So at the time I wasn't making, they were like, okay, you broke. You don't make enough money to even consider paying us. So because that interest, I have so much interest built up that all of my payment just goes straight into interest. And if I did the math correctly, I have to just pay the interest off for 1.5 years before any of it touches my principal. And I am not happy about that. So that fuels my fire to pay off my credit card debt and my Jeep debt, to really attack these within, I think by March of next year. So in 1 year and 3 months, I should have my Jeep completely paid off, my credit cards completely paid off. So that's like $17,000 in debt, I think. Yeah, something like that. $17,000 or $18,000 in debt that I want to pay off in the next 1 year and 3 months. And so then that'll just leave me with the 25-ish thousand. But yeah, so then I could really compound and get all of this paid off in a short amount of time and not have to pay it for the next 20 freaking years. That'd be great. I don't want to pay this much interest for 20 years. Anyways, regardless. So I wrote all that down and wrote all the payments and stuff like that. And so, yeah, that's the budget. I flipped too far. But that's the budget for this week. So we will get into my wallet. Let me take a drink here. Horrible habit, but gosh darn does it taste good. Anyways, spending will be getting 30. And I just wanted to make sure that I have all the breakdowns correct. So it should be a 20 and a 10 for 30 in spending. Groceries is getting 50, 70, and 5. Intake and exhaust is getting 25. So we will just add that to the 25 already in here. So now intake and exhaust is 20, 45, 50. Which I think I need to get her more litter, and she's getting kind of low on wet food. So I will probably use that this week. Just kind of depends if I get out and about. If it's this cold, I don't want to go anywhere. And then household is also getting 10. Show it now has 20. So I should probably just not have this in my wallet, but at the same point, like, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Anyways, so my wallet is now done, so we'll put that over there. So I think that's all I kind of really needed for reference. But yeah. Oh, we'll talk about the situation. So when we were leaving the ranch, we were 7 miles away from the ranch, and we picked up this massive rock in one of the tires, and it obliterated well, I shouldn't say obliterated. It was just a massive rock, and we lost air pressure in the tire pretty rapidly. So had to pull off the side of the road. There's snow everywhere. It was not fun for my boyfriend to try and change that thing. Unfortunately, the stock jack that came with this pickup is like trying to jack up a pickup with a screwdriver. Was not ideal. So I called up some of my friends. They came and rescued us with a regular jack, and then we were on our way kind of deal. But so to replace the tire, because you couldn't patch it, because the rock was so massive, it broke the belts on the inside of the tire, so a patch was not going to be able to hold any air. I mean, it wasn't going to fix it, basically. So we had to pay for a brand new tire. And since that's kind of considered an emergency, I pulled $400 out of my emergency fund, so it didn't have the fully funded slip anymore. But so what we are going to do is add $400 back into it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to put that crappy one in there. So, anyway, so we added 4 back into it. I'm just thankful that I have this system so that we could afford to, buy a brand new tire. Like for pickup tires, like car tires in general are expensive, especially with inflation and everything like that. But pickup tires are a whole different breed. So had to pay $400 for that. So I'm thankful for this system that allowed me to have that on hand. And I'm thankful that I have overtime at my job so that I could, put that $400 back without, going without elsewhere, like not having grocery money this week so I could refund this kind of deal. Like I'm able to do all of these things because of overtime and because I have the cash budgeting system. So if you're on the fence, if it's like worth it, let me tell you, it is worth it, y'all. It is so worth it. So we added 4, so let's make sure we have 1,000. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1,000. So we will put the fully funded slip back in there as it should be. All is right with the world. Go in there, please. Thank you. Much appreciated. I love when money acts right. All right, so that's back to normal. And then I'm excited because I finally get to put money in these envelopes. Blanche Emergency is getting 10. That's all that it has. I will fill out these trackers off camera whenever I'm done filming because I don't want you guys to have to be here forever because I write slow. But Emergency is also getting 10. So this is like the way I'm kind of hoping it works out is that this will be my $10 binder and my short-term binder will be my $5 binder, basically. I want to be able to add that every week kind of deal. If there's more overtime and I can still, put a lot towards extra debt payments, I want to be able to like put 20 in here every week or 20 in each envelope every week and, 10 in each envelope every week kind of deal and just kind of go from there. But yeah, so medical is getting 10 as well. Vision is getting 10. And dental is getting 10. So that is my long-term binder, and all is right with the world having my emergency fund back to being fully funded. So we will get into short-term and California vacation. So that is getting this 100. We looked up flights. We thought, or I thought, I should say, I thought that there could be a direct flight from where we live to San Diego, but unfortunately they aren't doing that this year. So they have no schedule from where we live to straight to San Diego without like a connecting flight or whatever. So we will be driving to Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is like the closest hub. I'm going to call it a hub. But it has straight through flights from Minneapolis to San Diego. So we will drive just to Minneapolis and fly out there. So now we can look and book look at flights and book them. And so I no longer have to think I have to save $1,000 for it. It's about $700. So I'm hoping to have that completely funded by the end of January, so I can just buy the tickets and not have the stress of, oh, are there going to be any left? Can we even pick our seats? Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I still have not made my envelope for extra debt payments, and I don't know where I'm going to put that. Intriguing. We're going to throw this in here. That's exactly what we're going to do, and we're going to label it. We're going to label it red because debt puts you in the red. It looks pink. Put a sad face because debt makes me sad. That is getting 50. So we will put that in there. Yay. I'm so excited to start these things. You guys have no idea. Unless you also have new binders and you're excited about it too. Home Improvement will be getting 5. It's a crappy 5, but it will get it nonetheless. But to see, I didn't even count the cash with you guys. I am so sorry. I was just so excited. There was $860. So this is the teller slip that I took into the bank. And they really enjoy when they bring this in because they're like, oh my God, that is so cute and so helpful. So I don't have to figure out everything else. And I'm like, I got you. Anyways, I'm sorry, there was $860. I even made it to where I had an even amount of 50s so that I didn't have to do odd counting after 50s with 20s. All that effort for nothing, Sarah. Way to be. Anyways, I don't care about it enough to pull it all back out and count it with you guys. I'm sorry. Appliances is getting 5. And car maintenance. This would have been great to have money in when the tire went to heck in a handbasket. Clothes is getting 5. Me money is getting 5, and also this 5 from my rollover from my wallet. So that will be going in there. So now that has 10, and then household is getting 5. And then electronics is getting 5. Like I said, this is just gonna be my $5 binder, and the other one's my $10 binder. Makes math easy. And then this is us. I will probably just put it, there's Homestead, Kids, and Wedding. It doesn't, I don't know. I'm just kind of saving in general, not specifically for one thing right now, but I'll just put it in there. So that should be that. There's nothing going into monthly bills for my month ahead. Like, it could have been great to put that $500 in my monthly bills, or $400 that I put in my monthly bills that I had to refund my emergency fund with, but that is a-okay. I should be, fully funded in my monthly bills, so a full month ahead by the end of January. So I'm not going to complain too much. So, $1,000 challenge should be next. Doesn't want to stay open, but we will find the black permanent marker, maybe. Nope, guess we're doing colors. Oh well. Yeah, so this one's getting the 10 this week, I think. Well, it's a really pretty blue. I love that. Blue is my favorite color, surprisingly, for almost everything on my channel being red. So January we'll be getting 10, so that now we have 15 in here. And yay. Shoo. That's his done there. Birthdays and holidays. Speaking of birthdays, so we got kind of like, I want to say halfway snowed in for my boyfriend's birthday. It's not that we didn't like already have plans to just stay at home, but at the same point, like, even if we wanted to go out and do things, we couldn't have, because there was just way too much freaking snow. But I did make him brownies instead of a cake because he's a brownie guy. And I did make homemade biscuits with homemade gravy, like homemade sausage gravy. So I made biscuits and gravy for supper for him. And he really enjoyed it. He really enjoyed it. And then we watched one of his favorite movies that I haven't seen. We have a whole list. I want to say it's like over 250 different movies that I have never seen. I never watched a lot of movies growing up, but I've never seen a lot of these movies. So, and we compiled this whole list and we shared this Excel document and figured out like what movies I haven't seen, which ones I need to see, which ones are a must. Like, it's a whole thing. So we're slowly cranking away at that. So that's what we did for his birthday. The concert that I bought the tickets for his birthday present isn't until later on in the month, so there's that. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and I hope he enjoyed it, and because it's his first birthday that we're spending together, and then also it's his 30th birthday, so kind of like a milestone birthday, if you will. But okay, I need to stop jabbering and color these things in. So we have 20, 30, 35, and 40 in Valentine's Day, and I did change the denomination on this to where it's only $2 per one, so it equals out to be 50. I got these savings challenges from Homestead Budgets. Go check her out on both YouTube and Instagram. Instagram is how you'll get these challenges. She has homesteading ones, which I also bought, and the holiday ones. But shoot, we have, was that 40, 20, 30, 35, and 40? Yep. So if they're $2 a piece, it means I should have, 20 of them filled out. So 5, 10, 50, yeah. So I have half here because it's worth 2. So then that's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, because that's what it had before. And now it's at 16. I'm just going to color this in and not try and explain it because I'm sure you guys understand where I'm coming from on this. All right, now that that's done, we have 40 in total. Sweet. It's already dry. And then I'll update the tracker behind it, or the sheet or whatever. I will probably have to take some out of birthdays, because today, when I'm filming this, Friday the 12th, is where it's 2 of my nephew's birthdays. One is turning 6 and one is turning 1. So yeah, I'll probably end up taking this out for their birthday presents. And yeah, so that'll probably change by next week. New Year's isn't really like a priority right now, where like Valentine's Day is a little bit more of a priority. And then we'll move on to other things. This is like, when I figure out my budget, I put in, what I need for my wallet, what I need for my bills, what I need for fuel, what I want to put in long-term, short-term, and what I have to put in that. And then this is for fun if I have extra. Birthdays and holidays is just kind of what my leftover is after figuring out like how much I could put towards debt in an extra, basically. So, I'm pretty excited about this. We're gonna get into my mini squirrel fun binder. Soup's excited. I don't think y'all understand. So, I made these little savings challenges. Just for fun. I wanted to be able to utilize the A7 because I bought this as a wallet and I didn't like that it didn't zip, so it sat there for a while. So I'm like, I want to use this for things. So hopefully it's not causing too much of a glare. Oh yeah, no, we're good. It doesn't go glare till it's right there. So we are golden, I'd say. So since they are just little boxes, this should work. So yeah, coffee run will be getting 10. So we'll just color this in. And I did laminate them so that I could use them over and over again. So, because that's what my plan is. I want to be able to, I think I can afford to do this 4 times this year. So, super excited. And then nail supplies is getting 5. And we'll just put that in there. So Crazy Savings is getting 10, I think. Yeah. I'm not used to the zipper, can you tell? Because I kind of forget I have to unzip it to put the money in. And probably when it gets like bulkier with more money, I'll fold it, like tri-fold it and put it in there. But for now, it's fine. Then ice cream date savings is getting 5. These zippers are going to be the bane of my existence. So I don't like how, like, you see I don't have any zipper A6 envelopes because they just make the binder so stinking bulky that I despise it with every fiber of my being. Bestie Day savings is getting 10. Did I just wipe that away? Yes, I did. I mean, it's still on there, but still. Bestie Day is getting this 10. This is a nice crisp. Why is crisp such a hard word for me to say? Nice crisp $10 bill going in. And just because savings, just because we can and we want to, is getting 5. So we will put this 5 in there. And that is it for my little mini squirrel fun binder. I'm so excited to get that started. Like, that is probably the thing I am most excited about, but that is me. Oh, hey, look, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Time for me to wake up. Anyways, I do have some receipts. I've already scanned in a bunch for this week because I've been tracking my expenses daily. It's actually part of what I want to track for the month or whatever, so track expenses. So usually after I have a receipt, then I will scan it immediately after I write it down in here. But we'll see how long that lasts. Anyways, but yeah, so that should be the end of this video. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Even if I didn't count the cash with you guys, I'm not gonna sleep tonight because that's all I can think about is that I forgot to do that. Hashtag anxiety. Anyways, let me derail my entire brain while I'm at it, you know. Anyways, I do hope you guys had a fantastic week. If you're experiencing some crap weather like we are, I mean, yeah, this weekend's highs are in the negatives, not including the wind chill. So we are going to stay home and stay bundled if I'm not at work. So, but yeah, I hope you guys are safe and warm and you guys are having a good week and a good start to your year and all the fun things. But I will catch you guys either like next Friday or whenever. I'm hoping that sooner rather than later, I can actually like do my debt confession check-in. I've just been busy with a lot of things. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling best I can. And I hope you guys have a fantastimagical week, day, whatever, weekend, whenever you see this. I hope you're having a fantastimagical day. All right, bye.